Welcome, welcome, welcome to Revolution Sundays with yours truly, Dr. A.J. Green Sr. It is a wonderful delight to be with you and you and you on today. Another Sunday. Come on in to this digital, this spiritual and mental assembly. So glad to see all of you all stepping in today. And rising to you, my Chrissa, Grand Rising, our resident mystic, Wesley Turk, Grand Rising to you as well, Hillary. Come on in, tag, share, and text, share, and tag. Tag, share, and text, share, and tag. Let people know that we're streaming live right now. Good things, great things, wonderful things, awesome things are coming our way. To the Creator, the Divine, the Source, the Sustainer of all, we thank you for these moments that have been granted to us. Guide us, as you always do from within. Let our connectedness be known. Let it be sensed, let it be felt by everybody who's a part of our tribe, even those who step in to connect with us at any given moment. We thank you for the healing, light, love, wholeness, and truth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, even for our moments together today that we maximize to the fullest extent possible. We bless you. The name, the consciousness, the way of Yeshua, Christ. It is so, and so it is. That's it. Tag, share, and like. Give as many hearts as you possibly can. Of course, you can only do a few, I should say, on YouTube. But your comments and feedback is very much important to me. And we're so thankful and grateful for all of you who are here bright and early. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I always like to remind us at the beginning of the broadcast of Philippians chapter 4, verse 4, chapter 4 and 13. I can do all things through Christ, the Christos, the Christ mind, the Christ energy who strengthens me. I want you to quickly type in the comment section, I can. Come on, type it in the comment section, I can. At some particular time in our lives, we have moments where it seems like we can't. It feels like we can't. But we don't allow that in our vocabulary. For we have a divine partnership. We have a divine connection. We as eternal, divine, spiritual beings are connected to the great I am in Christ mind. Therefore, I can. Matter of fact, speak it out loud to yourself. I can. Come on. Speak, I can. And then whatever it is that may have appeared to be oppositional, whatever it is that may appear to be wearing you down and trying to wear you out, I want you to say to it, I can overcome you. I can and I do. Yes, 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 I can and I do. Now to him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, and it is according to the power that worketh in us. Type in the comment section that you own the power that you are as a dynamic spiritual being, one with God eternally. I am powerful. Come on, type that in the comment section. I am powerful. You've got to know that you know that you know that you know that you know that I am powerful. Everything is responding to your power, whether you recognize it or not. You are tethered and connected by divine chords to everything in your world. Yes, 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 I am powerful. That's it. I am powerful. Doesn't make a difference if you just left the situation yesterday that wasn't so pleasant. I am powerful. You're yet powerful. You define what happens. You define self-concept, self-worth. We have breadcrumbs and clues presented to us by the divine, but it is up to us to own it. It is up to us to walk in it. It is up to us to embody it. That's it. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am powerful. Gratitude alert. Praise and gratitude alert. I want you to type at least one thing in the comment section that you are thankful and grateful for. Type it with praise and energy and joy in your heart. Whatever it is that you are thankful and grateful for. Type it in the comment section. Your praise and gratitude alert. I am thankful. I should have said thankful. Let me retype that. For loving people. People who have love in their hearts. Yes, 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 yes. I'm thankful for loving people. Who and what are you thankful for? See, thankful and grateful for my babies, our home, our resources, and village. Thank you so much. Resident therapist has stepped in. Grand rising to you, sir. Grateful for life and love. Thank you so much. Resident mystic says, thank you. Thank you for source knowing and plain common sense. Yes, yes, yes. Monica says, I'm thankful for life and learning, my loving and my adventures. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing with us this morning the things that you are grateful for on today. Let's see, my Krista says, I'm thankful for my home, family, and love. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. One of the highest forms in terms of the expression of God is not only love, but praise and gratitude. And whatever you do, always find a reason to be thankful. It can literally change your inner state. Therefore, that's going to change the reality that you're experiencing. It's going to change how you process life, how you process what's happening in the moment. It's going to determine the next now moment that we call the future. And it's all based on an attitude of gratitude. Never, ever in your life neglect the power of your praise and your thanksgiving. What a wonderful, 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 wonderful thing it is to train your mind, to reframe, to recondition you to become an instrument, a vehicle of praise and thanksgiving. Thank you all so much for sharing those things with us on today. Before I check on you, see what you're eating and sipping, we just want to remind you real quickly of the Divine You podcast. It airs every Tuesday, new episodes coming soon. Also want to remind you that if you have not yet joined our spiritual community, matter of fact, type it in the comment section, I'm vibing with my tribe. Come on, type it in the comment section, I'm vibing with my tribe. Thank you, Brenda. Brenda's watching us within our Patreon community. REV50 at checkout will give you 50% off. It will get you 50% off the first month. And of course, we always like to remember Spiritual Awakening Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Brenda says, I am powerful, grateful, and family. Grateful and thankful for loving friends and family. Thank you so much Brenda, for sharing that with us on today. That's right. I'm vibing with my tribe. Yep, that's what we're doing. Vibing with our tribe. And what a blessing it is, an honor and a privilege to be able to vibe with our tribe. Making it do what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, as we vibe with our tribe. What a blessing it is to be connected with like-spirited, like-hearted people. It is truly an honor and a privilege. All right, family, what are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? What are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? Talk to us. What are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? I've had my mushroom coffee this morning, and I'm good. So talk to me today. Let me know how you are feeling. What are you eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? I'm ready. I'm ready to hear whatever it is y'all are eating and sipping on today. I always look forward to this as well, to see what my family is munching on right now. Talk back to me real quickly. And also let me know if you can see and hear me well. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. Let's see here. Our resident mystic says, feeling fine, sipping on water. Okay. All right. You see, Krista says, Folgers Colombian coffee, scrambled eggs, and chorizo on a tortilla. Sounds delicious. Anybody else want to tell us what you're eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? Eating and sipping, and how are you feeling? Remember, this is your experience. It's your reality. There's no judgment here. Let's see here what Hillary says. Feeling very relaxed and cozy on this rainy day. I've ate hot Cheetos. I was thinking about hot Cheetos this morning. I would like to have me some hot Cheetos. I was just thinking about that this morning. Baby shower meatballs. Baby shower meatballs. I don't know what those are. Okay. And drink a Dr. Pepper for breakfast. A Dr. Pepper for breakfast. And a cupcake. Look at here, look at here, look at here. Okay, if you say so. If you say so. Wow, what a way to start the day. And Monica says, I'm sitting in a Starbucks in Pasadena. Wow. About to drink some honey citrus mint tea. Sounds very healthy. And an iced banana cream protein matcha. Watch out now. That's got to be energizing and filled with all kinds of nutritious things. And egg bites. Feeling great this morning. Thank you for sharing that, Monica. Hillary's still going, talking about made with grape jelly and honey barbecue sauce. Loud. Okay, and then let's see. Yeah, she'd be off the chain. She'd definitely be off the chain without a shadow of a doubt. Doing what it do early in the morning in the kitchen. As they used to say growing up, I am not mad at you. And Brenda, who's watching us within our Patreon community, says she's sipping water and feeling wonderful. Thank you. Hillary's still going, saying I did eat a few apples and caramel sauce. Yeah, okay. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what a shower. Did I get that right? Shower meatballs? Did I read that correctly? I don't know what that is. Baby shower meatballs. I mean, I don't eat meat, but I know what meatballs are. I've ate them for years before I went vegan. What are shower meatballs? What is that? Baby shower meatballs. Somebody help a brother. Because I sure do not know what a baby shower meatball is. Thank y'all so much. I love it that y'all are indulging in wonderful activities. Wonderful activities Yeah, I'm like you. Our resident mystic need more info. I need some more info on that too, because I don't know what that is. Maybe Hillary will help us out before we find ourselves on a uh, falling into a culinary abyss of thought, trying to figure out what that is. Let's see what she says. So good. Baby shower meatballs are made with grape jelly and honey barbecue sauce. They are at most events, really. So they're just, when they say baby shower, does that mean they're little meatballs? And these little meatballs are made with grape jelly and honey barbecue sauce? Is that what you're saying? And yes, I would request some vegan ones, a vegan version. Thank you so much, niece. I do request that. You can put that on your list of things. So is that what that is? The baby shower means they're small, Hillary? Is that what that means? And she says made with grape jelly and honey barbecue sauce. Sounds like an odd combination, but I'm willing to try it. The vegan version sounds like she said they're regular size. Okay. They're usually at baby showers. I never would have connected the two. They're usually made at baby showers. Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm ready for the vegan version. Okay. Appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for sharing all of your menu items that you are munching on and indulging in while you're watching. I most definitely appreciate it. Our resident mystic is going to put up what installment we're on, the name and the installment of the series, where we are in the series. Look like we're going to, let's see, let's go ahead and let's look at Genesis 21:1 through 2. 21:1 through 2. And today we're going to look at, let's see here, Genesis 18:10 through 11 for my assistants. Genesis 18:10 through 11. And Ephesians 1 and 11. We want to have those put up on the screen for us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, gotcha. The challenges of manifesting faith. Thank you. This is part 5. The challenges of manifesting faith. I should remind, I know I call those out. Let's see here. We covered Genesis 16:2 through 3. As a matter of fact, let's go back there too. That's where we'll start, because I kind of tried to break down and contextualize those texts. And then we're going to go to Genesis 18:10 through 11. And then we're going to look at Ephesians 1 and 11 today. Let's see here, 18. Then one of them said, I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son. Now, Sarah was listening at the entrance of the tent, which was behind him. Abraham and Sarah were already old, and Sarah was past the age of childbearing. Wonderful. That's the NIV version. And our other assistant will put up the King James in a minute. Thank you so much. Put the title up again so we can see what it is. Part 5, the challenges of manifesting faith. Thank you for your guidance, understanding, and understanding. Oh, thou great divine, we bless you. We praise you. We recognize that in you we live and move and have our being. And it is so, and so it is. We're going to work a little bit from recap Genesis 16:2 through 3, and then pick up at Genesis 18:10 through 11, and finish up at Ephesians 1 and 11 if I can get to it today. Let's see, King James. And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life, and lo, Sarah thy son shall have a son. And Sarah heard it in the tent door. All right. We'll wait for the rest of that text to come up. in the King James Version. Hmm. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and were stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women, excuse me, after the manner of women. Hmm. Very, very good. Very, very good. And this is what we looked at Genesis 16, 2 through 3. I'm not going to, well, maybe I'll just read over them. Maybe I'll just read over them. Maybe I'll just read over them. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll just read over them for some context. And we spent weeks on these. Genesis 16 and 2. And Sarah said unto Abram, behold, now the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. The B part of the verse, I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai. And then verse 3, and Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband, and Abram to his wife. We exegeted that text over a matter of a course of weeks. Okay. And I may ask you all to put up Ephesians 1 and 11 again, okay, because just in case I get to it today, I'll read it, but I may ask you to put it up again, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his will. All right. And this was the King James Version of Genesis 16, 2 through 3. What I just read before was the NIV version. And I will remind you again, the challenges of manifesting faith, the challenges of manifesting faith. Now, you all know how it is. If I give a recap, it takes up, as we would say here, time. So I won't peruse through all of the different motifs that I covered. But the situation is, from what we read in the Old Testament, the Pentateuch, that is a part of the Torah, we see that Abram, who is known as the father of faith and the father of this nation, is believed to have been promised offspring, according to what we read in the text. Without going through all of the intricacies that took place, the complexities in terms of them trying to help out the divine, trying to help out the creator. Yet this appears to be something that is beyond them, something that is impossible for them. There's a distinct inspiration to present this teaching from me to you, from you to me, because obviously somebody's faith is being tested. Obviously, somebody who's watching and viewing me has had some challenges, some struggles, some wars, some battles. I find it interesting that something would be said and declared to this couple, which physically was impossible. When the promise was made to Abraham to have an heir, he was believed to be 75 years young, and his wife at the time 65 years young. And so before we see the fulfillment of this promise, Sarah was basically sterile and barren, and Abraham had lost his ability as well to reproduce. So years passed by in the waiting period. Years go by in this particular saga without there being any kind of manifestation of what was believed to be a promise to them that they would bear seed together. Genesis 18:10, and he said, I will certainly, this is supposed to be God speaking with three divine cohorts. He says, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life, and lo, Sarah, thy wife, shall have a son. And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which was behind him. Now Abraham was, and Sarah were old and well stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women, meaning a cycle or period. So this takes the time placement would be after Ishmael was born, because a year later she was pregnant. Now, who am I talking to today? I'm asking the question. Who am I talking to today? Who watching me has had an inkling, an unction, a feeling of inspiration, a revealing of your life in terms of greatness, maybe through a dream, through a vision, as a person who's in touch with the divine, in touch with the source, in touch with God, in touch with their spiritual higher selves, prophesied to you or spoke things into your life as it relates to who and what you are, and maybe what your future was or what your future is. Do you have a project? Do you have a burning desire, aspiration that you sense is not of the natural order, but of the spiritual order? You are inspired to be this person, to flow in this profession, to serve in a certain capacity, whether it's to have a business, whether it's to be a mother, whether it's to be a healer, whether it's to be a leader, whether it's to be a successful entrepreneur. You've got this dream. You've got what they call in the church world a word, or a word of prophecy. You have a dream like Dr. King. You have your own dream that sometimes makes you restless at night. Sometimes the you that has all these things visits you. Sometimes the higher self, the spiritual man, or the spiritual self opens up to you in vision, even at times in daydreaming, you accomplishing and doing great things. And you believe that this is certified by the creator, source, and sustainer that is one with you, not separate from you, but one with you. And this has been confirmed synchronistically through various different sources. If that is you, and you don't have a clue as to how all of this is going to take place, then you're most likely in the right place. You're most likely in the right place. This particular saga is telling. It's could be more excruciating than what we give credit for. For within the margins of the lines of the text is humanity. Within the margin of the line of the text are people who are intellectual beings, meaning that they estimate, they cognate, meaning that they process, meaning that they have a mind, meaning that they experience emotions, feelings, meaning that they are enduring the ups and downs of the saga of being a spirit who possesses a soul and lives in a body, and trying to reconcile, trying to figure out, trying to contextualize how greatness is going to be birthed in two barren people. How in the world can reproduction take place? Initially, Abraham was good. You all know the story. He went into his handmaid, who later became his wife, Hagar, and produced a child known as Ishmael. So, the fish was swimming, family. The fish was swimming. But you read some of the other texts that are supposed to shed more light on this, more so even in the New Testament. And it appears that eventually Abraham devolved to a point where, he could not perform. So we had one who could perform, we had one who could not perform. Now, both of them are in deteriorating circumstances where neither one of them can perform. Now, the laugh, the laugh, the laugh, Genesis 18, the laugh. Let's see. Somebody find that. There we go. And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which was behind him. There's another text that tells us that she laughed. She definitely laughed. Now, matter of fact, let's see. Maybe we can get verse 3 or 4 up there. Genesis 18, verse 3 and 4. I'm not hard on a person like this, because as much as you, from the position you live in, where you've read the text and where you have your own conditioned opinion of who and what you think God is and who and how you think faith works, at times people tend to take a position against Sarah that's cruel. But the truth be told, I'm talking to people right now who are in similar conditions and similar situations where what you see in the three-dimensional and in the physical is not in alignment with what has been declared, what has been decreed, and what has been spoken to you, or what has been revealed to you about your own life. You're sitting right now with accounts, some folks under $200, under $300, under $1,000. People are scratching. They appear to be scratching. I'm going to say that. It seems like you're scratching just for survival. Seems like you are carrying the weight, the shoulder of responsibility to get things done with what seems like meager, limited resources. And somebody like me comes along and starts talking to you about manifesting wealth, or somebody speaks into your life prophetically or through a word of wisdom or knowledge and says to you, you are successful, you are a multimillionaire, or you are a great entrepreneur, or you are somebody who's going to influence many people, or you are somebody I saw living in a wonderful $500,000 house, or they say things to you, watch this, that a portion of it feels good. There's a part of you that leaps within yourself to hear that even in the midst of your struggle, there is some kind of hope, some kind of hope. But at the same time, you're excited, but in simultaneity, after you leave that period of excitement, you start at times reflecting on your physical stance, your physical circumstance, which says to you, I am still in the midst of what appears to be financial struggle for survival. And then it hits you that you've got a wonderful word, you've got an encouraging word, you've got a powerful word, but you still have to plan out your lists. You still have to live within the framework of a budget. You're still appearing to be dealing with the same set of circumstances that have frustrated you time and time and time again. This is somewhat what Abraham and Sarah were dealing with, believed to be over the course of over a couple of decades. We're typically good with instant when we see things manifest instantly or within a short span of time. But my question to you is, how good are you when you have to wait? How good are you when something appears to be delayed? How good are you at continuing to live in a set of circumstances physically that keeps saying to you, you haven't changed, that keeps saying to you, you are in the same thing, that keeps saying to you there is no advancement, that keeps saying to you there is no better. How do you deal with a physical reality that seems to not know anything about your internal reality? How do you deal with a physical three-dimensional presentation, a three-dimensional physical construct that appears to be saying to you every day in a defiant tone that nothing is better, that nothing has improved, that nothing has really changed for you? How do you deal with that? Because this is exactly what they had to deal with. And then they are advancing in age. Now it appears that their bodies are breaking down on them. The things that they once could do, they can no longer do. You can, some of you are, when you're younger, you can see certain things happening for you because you're young. You could, yeah, that's possible because you're saying to yourself, I got years in front of me. You're saying to yourself, there's time for this to develop. And then you're saying also, I've got the energy to do this project. I have the ability now to focus and the stamina to hang in there and to deal with the rigors and the ups and the downs. And so, yes, I can even, I'm this age now. And yes, if it happens in the next 20 years, fine. If it happens in the next 30 years, fine. I can handle that. But what happens when you get to a point where even if you get the thing, you might not have the energy? You feel like you don't have the energy to keep the thing. What do you do when these big plans that have been revealed to you by a divine source seem to drag out, seem to not really appear to manifest, or if it's not going to manifest in your personal life? I'm going to ask you in the I want you to ask the question. I want you to type in the comment section. This is a question for you. How good am I at waiting on manifestation? Type that in the comment section. How good am I at waiting on manifestation? Type that in the comment section. How good am I at waiting on manifestation? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How good am I at waiting on manifestation? How good am I at waiting? How good am I at waiting? Mm-hmm. That's the question I want you to ask yourself. I want you to really take the personal inventory, be introspective right now, and ask yourself the question, how good am I at waiting on manifestation? That's a good question, isn't it? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I, as a spiritual leader and teacher, was a pastor for decades before I entered into this space spiritually and metaphysically. My concern for people was not really about when they were happy. It was not really about when they were at the zenith of their faith. My concern for people wasn't about when they were talking glorious and wonderful and spewing out these wonderful things of praise about their creator, or these wonderful things about what was going on in their life. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I did have concerns about people because I knew the potential of the aftermath. But what I'm really trying to say is when they're up I wasn't so much concerned about it. It's when they entered a period where I knew they would potentially plunge into a valley when they had to wait in what some might call the waiting season. As much as I know and believe in my heart of hearts that the spiritual plane is a now plane, the spiritual plane is an instant plane. The dimension where faith is within us as spiritual beings and exercised and utilized by spirits is a now situation. Time appears to have to unravel and unfold. In the physical dimension, it appears that time is a factor, although should not be a factor. But in other words, there appears to be subsequent experiences that we coined as time that takes place before we see the manifestation, the demonstration, or that which we have said in our hearts by faith, we have believed that we have received. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. We have that conviction about the thing, but the thing that is unseen seems to, be unseen for too long. It seems to remain in the invisible space for far too long. What happens when what has been shown to you in terms of better remains invisible for a length of time, or what appears to be a great length of time? Meaning you got to wait for it to happen. You got to wait for it to take place. How good are you at waiting? Because in patience, you possess your soul. If you are good in terms of the state of mind and the state of consciousness, in what we might call the waiting period. The waiting period, again, it's not a spiritual thing. The waiting period is a mental thing. It is something more related to the mental and physical than it is the spiritual. Am I making any sense to anybody? In other words, you saw the career, you saw the education, you saw the relationship. Then there was confirmations, synchronicities, and confirmations that this is so. But then in the physical, a day goes by and you don't see it. 10 days go by and it doesn't seem to show up. 30 days go by and it doesn't seem to show up. 3 months go by, 6 months go by and it doesn't seem to show up. Again, I have taught you we shouldn't look at the external for evidence, but we do. How good are you at being an Abraham and Sarah? How good are you at being told and having it revealed to you that this is your career, or this is your financial plight, meaning greater and better, or doors and windows of opportunity are opening for you and supposed to open for you, but it seems like that window is still shut. It feels like that door is still closed. And when it seems like the window is shut, or the windows are shut and the doors are still closed, how good are you at waiting? We saw that they weren't good at waiting, family, because again, they picked something outside of the scope of the plan. Hear me. To produce an offspring, they produced a substitute. Catch what I'm saying. Y'all remember me talking about that. Hagar was not supposed to be a part of the divine plan to produce a child. She was not supposed to be a part of the divine plan to produce an Ishmael. Hear me. But Sarah decided, based on, again, cultural reasoning that I discussed with you, and based on culture back then, that if the lady of the house can't have a child, she can bring in a handmaid and the baby would be just like it's hers. So she said, let me help the creator. Let me help God. Let me help, hear me, the all-powerful. I'm going to give my husband another woman, which was crazy. I'm going to let him do what he wants to do with that woman to produce an offspring that later she became jealous of. And I'm just gently reminding you all right now that when we are not good at patience, when we are not good at waiting, hear me what I'm saying today. You're not waiting on it to be done, because from the moment, family, that your faith was convinced, You have the evidence. Remember, faith is the evidence of the unseen. Now, what has to happen is you have to live in an almost delusional state that this is finished, that this is completed, no matter what's going on around you. And it's in those moments where, again, it appears that everything is starting to happen that's contrary to the new you, to the new self, to the new vision, to the new hope. What do you do? Well, one thing you don't do is do something in the name of God that's going to complicate your life more. One thing you should not do is operate without inspired action. And I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. Another thing you should not do is conjure up something that's a substitute that can later come back to haunt you. Let me tell you why, family. Can I tell y'all something? Can I be honest with y'all for a minute? Can I be honest with y'all for a minute? Can I be honest with y'all for a minute? Can I be honest with y'all for a minute? Tell me if I can be honest. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Can I be honest with y'all for a minute? Say yes or no. Say yes or no. I want to move into some areas real quickly. I got one yes. I got two yeses. Thank you. Let me be honest with you. Let me be honest with you. Many times people end up in the wrong car or in the wrong house because they don't know how to wait. They don't know how to be guided. And then they get in the house or they get in the car and they say, well, I just got something because I needed some transportation. And it starts acting up, or sometimes within days after getting it, they're not really satisfied with it. Sometimes when they drove it off the lot, they knew they weren't satisfied with it. Sometimes before they moved in or right after they moved in, they knew it's not what they really wanted. Watch this, but they settled. We do the same thing, family, in relationships. Let me tell you why you have so many failed relationships. You probably had so many failed relationships because they were all substitutes. They're all substitutes. They're all Ishmael relationships. They're all relationships that you should never have ventured into. You should never have had. Don't get me wrong. We learn from these relationships. We grow from these relationships. Don't attach God to that foolishness. Oh yeah, God, I had to be with this person so I could know what a good person was about. I had to be in this person so that I could grow and change. No, you didn't. You didn't have to be in nothing crazy just so you could be a better person. You could be a better person by watching other folk act crazy and you just change and modify your behavior. You can become a better person without having to experience certain hardships. The truth be told, we attach God to this stuff because when our response is positive and we grow in the hardships, we honestly believe God put us there so we can grow. You weren't put there to grow. You put yourself there. And in the process, you finally woke up and decided, I don't need to do this no more. I feel this one. I feel this one. I feel this one. Hear what I'm saying today. Thank you, Brenda. She's on Patreon responding. Hear what I'm saying today. You don't have to go through this. You put yourself in this. And again, we always got people taking the text, and I'm gonna warn you, if you read my 10 blog series on the Bible, read it. People who are members of our Patreon tier community, listen, there's some powerful articles there that are thought-provoking, excuse me, to start the dialogue and discussion with you. I want you to, I'm encouraging you, I'm gonna say it like that. I'm encouraging you to stop acting like God, the creator, the divine, is putting you in situations for you to be hurt, wounded, and beat up and run over or lose stuff, have stuff taken from you, have people trying to destroy you so that he can be God, watch this, and make you better. I don't believe that crap. It's us. Sometime out of our trauma, sometime out of our pain, sometime out of our dysfunction, sometime out of watching bad relationships. We end up in stuff, family, that are substitutes. It's not the real thing. It never was Isaac. It never was the promise. Isaac in the text represents the promise. I'm going to say it again. Isaac in the text represents the promise. represents something that the divine, the pure creator has for you, the best of the best version of love, the best version of manifestation, the best version for you, the best reproduction of you from you, the best fruit from you. That's what Isaac represents, something of the highest order given to you from the divine by the creator. Everything else, watch this, which is still a version of you in the multiverse that you have selected, that is beneath that, is you choosing that. So they chose to create confusion. I'm going to say it again. They chose to create confusion. They chose to participate in things that were contrary to the ultimate plan of the creator, the ultimate plan of the source. This is what they elected to do. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I'm saying to people who are watching me right now, when we develop some patience, when we start working on us, when we start working on changing our self-concept, which is ultimately tied into our identity, when we start changing that self-concept, sometimes through counseling, sometimes through watching people like me, sometimes through self-research and self-study, sometimes it can, yes, be a painful process, okay, to break the old habit of being you. Lord have mercy. To break the bad habit of being you, yes, to become a new you. It is truth, the truth, and nothing but the truth. It can be a challenge. It can be a process. But if you want the external family, if you want to create a new life and a new world for yourself, this is exactly what's possible. Because as long as you keep making choices from that broken place, as long as you keep making choices from those broken thoughts and those broken emotions, as long as you keep making choices from a conditioned conceptual framework of a God that's not even involved in this crap and foolishness that you're placing on him, until you get to a point even where you change the way you see God and change the way you see your creator and know the real one, you will continue, and you and I, putting myself in it, will continue to make decisions, family, in the waiting period that are not the promise, the fulfillment of the promise, the fulfillment of the best version for us, fulfillment of the best version of us, fulfillment of the best fruit, of the best prosperity, of the best success. It's going to always be lesser and inferior because it's not really coming from faith in that. There's a sense of desperation beneath the surface that comes out of our brokenness that causes us to just sometimes close our eyes and choose. Sometimes we go with our flesh and choose. Come on here, somebody. It's quiet. It's quiet. I'm encouraging you in the moment to work on the you in the waiting period. I'm encouraging you in the moment to continue to put in the inner work. Continue to put in the inner work to be able to know how to occupy and create a positive state as you're occupying space, as you're occupying moments in what would consider to be a lag time or lag moments between what you've already accomplished and received in the spiritual versus what you see happen in the natural. It is in that middle ground, in what we might call in this presentation, that middle space, that you still have to be the one who believes in you, believes in what is revealed to you, believe in the greatness that is within you, believe in the promise that you possess. Come on down, somebody. I feel something. I feel like running. Hey, my God. Who are we in this moment? I got testimony after testimony after testimony, and I finally have to slow down in the last 2 to 3 months and say, listen to me about certain things financially, certain things that I'm working on, this, that, and the other. I had to detach, which I knew I needed to, but I had to take a different perspective and detach. Because we can manifest things, like I said to you last week, like they did. They manifested an alternative plan. The alternative plan caused them complications later. It put Abraham in a position where he had to choose between two women, and he had to choose between two children. Hear what I'm saying today? If we learn how to just be patient, if they just understood patience, yes, they had faith, especially Abraham is depicted as having faith. But he allowed himself, family, he allowed himself to compromise his conviction because of his wife. Am I making any sense to anybody? Who has been talking you out of waiting? You need to get out there and get involved. Listen, let me tell you something about getting out there and getting involved, getting out there and just doing stuff. Let me tell you something. When you do it without inspired action, you're gonna you're gonna run into some sharks. You're gonna run into some wolves. You're gonna run into some soul suckers. You're going to run into some spiritual energy vampires out there. You're going to run into jobs that will try to suck the life out of you. You're going to run into relationships, men and women, that can try and suck the very core of your being out of you. You're going to find yourself in professions you should not be in that drains you until you feel like a zombie. Hear what I'm saying? I'm just going to get out there and do because I got this. Yeah, you're powerful, this, that, and the other, but learn how to allow the details again to be up to the Creator. And you just live in the fulfillment of the moment that it is done moment by moment, day by day, until the physical counterpart shows up. But our job, family, our job is not to help this wonderful, powerful Creator, except by using the faith that we have. Our job is to learn how to patiently move forward, how to patiently settle ourselves in, how to patiently continue to be in identity like Abraham, to be in identity, the father of a nation, to be in identity, Sarah, a prince, a fruitful woman, even when it seems like situations aren't fruitful. His name is changed from Abram. There's a whole nother metaphysical meaning behind all this. But his name is changed to Abraham, a father of nations, a prince, a king of a multitude. Before that, he only had one child. Before that, he had no children. But when his name changed, his identity shifted. And I'm saying to you right now, your identity has to shift. And the way your identity shifts is in faith, is by faith. You got to stop looking at yourself as a victim. You got to stop looking at yourself as poor and lonely. You got to be the one who has it all. You've got to be the one who is the healed and the whole. Hear what I'm saying today. Even if your brain hasn't caught up with it, even if your body is still acting like something else, first in your mind, you have to become that. I feel like running. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. I want to get ahead of myself. Am I making any sense to anybody? Am I making any sense to anybody? Am I making any sense to anybody? Talk to me, family. Am I making any sense to anybody? Let me look at my time. Let me go and switch gears here. Verse 18 and 10, there's a prophecy. I'm coming back according to the time of life. He said, Sarah is going to have a son. She's going to have a son. Sarah didn't believe it because of her age. It's also believed that she laughed, family, because hear what I'm saying today. One text talks about how she questioned having pleasure in this age. Let me speak something powerfully to you. Let me speak something powerful to you. This woman, it wasn't so much, they said that some commentators and scholars think that she wasn't necessarily doubting God, but I do think in a sense she was. But she was also saying within herself, how am I going to have some pleasure? How am I going to have some pleasure at 89 and he 99? How are we going to enjoy making love. Come on here, somebody. He hadn't got it up in years. We ain't doing it like we used to do. I need you to hear me. This might sound natural, but this is really spiritual and mental. Let me tell you something, family. Let me tell you something, family. As long as you're one with God, as long as you're supernatural and divine yourself, as long as you allow God to work in you, with you, and through you, which he is, which the creator is, as long as you open your faith up to greater possibilities, it is never too late to experience the pleasures of this life. I wish somebody heard me. I've been doing this for years. This is the problem. You need to get rid of old people. You need to get rid of old stereotypes. You need to get rid of your old pain. I'm just telling you, whether you do it personally or see our resident therapist who's a counselor or whatever, you need to learn how to discard, how to disconnect, how to put that in its perspective. Because as long as you keep looking at an old version of you that's dead and old relationships that's dead and trying to compare it to stuff in the present, you're going to experience a disconnect and not know the joy and the pleasure that the Creator wants you to have right now. The Creator is saying, can I tell you what the Creator was saying? The Creator was saying to them, I know she couldn't have no babies. I know ain't been no sucky down a long time. I know that Abraham have not risen to the occasion. I know that Sarah don't even no longer have a period. I know that stuff appears to be dried up down there. Come on here. There is no wetness like it used to be. But hear what I'm saying today. The Creator is saying, if you believe in me, no matter what age you are, I can restore your health. I can restore your peace. I can restore your vitality. I can restore your joy. I can make what I promised you, what I showed you in a vision, what I showed you in a dream that is being jeopardized. Hear me. Do not jeopardize the promise because you got to wait. Do not jeopardize the promise because you're trying to help God. Do not jeopardize the promise with old traumatic filled thoughts and old failure filled thoughts. You keep looking at your pain from the past and your failures. They could have done that, but you've got to open yourself up and say, with men it is impossible, but not with the God, hear me, the God that's in me, the God that's a part of me, the God that's in me, with me, and a part of me, that created worlds. With that God, with that Creator, with that source, all things are possible. Hey, my God. I want you to type this in the comment section. With the God that's in me, all things are possible. Come on, type it in the comment section. With the God that's in me, all things are possible. Come on, type that in the comment section. You need to know it. With the God that's with me, all things are possible. I'm going to say it again. With the God that's in me, all things are possible. We move on to Ephesians 1 and 11. Let me look at my time. Let me see if I should get there. Let me see if I should even discuss this today. I don't even know if I should discuss this. Let me see. I got maybe 20 minutes left. Let's see. Watch this. I feel this. Come on, speak it out loud. With the God that's in me, all things are possible. Hey, my God, I feel like running. Who is this for? Who is this word for? Crying your eyes out, screaming and hollering, because I've had to do it at times. Processing loss, challenged by fear, challenged by a conditioned mindset. Some of y'all now just dealing with conditioned mindset. You're dealing with the transfers of genes, genetics. Some stuff is in you and through epigenetics, you got to rise above it to control it. But you're dealing with all kinds of stuff. You start wondering if it's even possible that it's going to happen for me. You start saying and counting and marking time. I've been in this, I've been in that, I've been through this, I've been through that. I'm going over the same thing over and over again, not realizing you creating the same chaos. But anyway, There is never a time where it is too late. As long as you are breathing, you can reverse the course. As long as you have faith, as long as you have access to the God that is one with you and a part of you, this situation can change. Matter of fact, this situation not only can change, this situation will change. Hey, it will change. It will change. I want you to type it in the comment section. My situation is changing right now. My goodness. Come on, type it in the comment section. My situation is changing right now. My God. I'm going to have to stop here. Let me give me a few more minutes and let me work with this. My situation is changing right now. Come on. I'm going to have to get to Ephesians 1:11 next week. My situation is changing right now. See, when you start seeing your situation changing right now, that's a pivot. That's a pivot. I'm going to say it again. That's a pivot. When you start sensing on the inside, let me help you with something. Let me help you with something. I've talked about Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. I've talked about him preparing his scientific studies and preparing the body for the future, preparing the mind for the future, preparing the body for the future. In other words, programming yourself within through prayer and through meditation and through access to the spiritual dimension. Some people call it the field. There's all kinds of words for it, but you're accessing spirit. You're accessing God, not the God that's in a distant place, but the God that's in you, the God that's one with you, the God, watch this, that was birthed in you as a part of your being as an embryo before you even came out of your mother's womb. You don't get God through a religious experience. You are already one with God. You can't even exist as a spiritual being without the life of your creator. And what I want you to understand, know, and to embrace and to recognize in this particular moment is that, again, I gently say it to you, that your circumstances don't matter. I know I got to keep bringing this up. Got to keep bringing this up. It don't matter who don't believe you. It don't matter who is not in alignment with you. It don't matter who can't see it. Catch what I'm saying today. Your circumstances really, really don't matter. And I'm encouraging people in the moment. Stop picking jobs because you see them on Indeed. Stop picking jobs just because it's going to make you a lot of money. I got to say this in a moment. Stop picking people based on their exterior and not their interior. I need you to catch what I'm saying today. I need to encourage you today. Stop picking careers just because there's going to be a lot of money in the future. Come on in and stop folding like a cheap tent to people who are critical that you're standing in your power and standing in your faith and standing in your identity and have decided that you're going to be whom the Creator has established you as. You're going to be the deposit that has been made in you, the spark of life and the spark of vision and the spark of dynamism that has been within you before you came into this physical construct. Catch what I'm saying today. I need a few people. I just need a few people to understand and recognize that no matter what a situation appears to be, oh my God, it is possible for it to change in an instant. And I got to ask you the question at your pivot point. And here's the pivot point. The pivot point is this. When you start embodying the new you, when Abraham becomes the father who sires a child through Sarah, and when Sarah becomes the impregnated woman, hear what I'm saying today, before the seed is planted, before they have those wonderful tender moments where they're both making love passionately like 20 and 30-year-olds and experiencing the pleasure of their lives. Before that happened in the physical, they were already that in the spiritual and the mental. Did you catch what I just said today? Did you hear what I just said today? If you can believe, family. That's right. If you can believe, family, it is possible. If in your belief you can see it, can you feel the money? Can you feel the CEO position? Can you feel the great ministry? Can you feel the implementation of your call? Can you feel the entrepreneurial success? Can you see and feel healing and wholeness in your body from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet? Can you feel God, the creator, the source, the one you're one with, working in love toward you, to love you like nobody else has ever loved? Are you the one who feels love, who embodies the state of love, who lives in love? Hear what I'm saying today. Hear what I'm saying today. Many of you all have been blessed in brokenness to attract a love you've never experienced before. But I'm saying to you now, if you want to attract it and keep it, now you've got to become such a strong, powerful force on the inside of love that it burns out everything that is the antithesis of that. It burns and dismisses and releases everything that's trying to clamp you down, hold you down, and break you down, because the way to manifest in perpetuity that which you desire in terms of greatness is to first feel the state of your greatness, become the state of your greatness, feel the state of your greatness in terms of whatever level or tier it is in your profession, in your field, or in your identity. You have to first become it in spirit. You have to first, which you already are, become it in your mind, in your will, in your emotions, and embody it within. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I need you to hear me. Oh my goodness. The best of the best. The best of the best. The people we admire the most. They start out as a child, many times mimicking the entertainer, mimicking the athlete, seeing themselves as it. The basketball players like Jordan saw themselves as children making the last shot. I need you to hear what I'm saying. The great investors like Warren Buffett saw themselves as scrupulous and wise in handling finances. I need you to catch what I'm saying today. Hey, my God. Faith enables you to access that future version of you, that other version of you that already has it, that already is it. Once you access that version of you that already is it, that already has it, I need you to catch me. That's when, over the course of time, when you learn how to wait, when you learn how to wait, when you learn in your waiting period that I'm merely just occupying. And I'm not just waiting, meaning that I'm hoping and wishing. No. I'm sitting in finished creation. I'm sitting in something that's already done. I'm sitting in something that's already completed. I need y'all to catch what I'm saying today. I'm sitting in something that's already done. I'm not trying to make it happen. It's already happening. Did you catch what I just said? I'm going to say it again. I'm not trying to make it happen. It's already happening. I'm not trying to convince anything to be done. It's already done. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on now. Come on now. Can you see it and can you feel it? Can you see it and can you feel it? Can you see it and can you feel it? Can you see it and can you feel it? I'm just trying to prepare you for your moment. I'm just trying to prepare you for the physical counterpart. I'm just trying to prepare you before that physical thing shows up in your face. The great mystic Neville Goddard says, an assumption, though false if persisted in, will harden into fact. Catch that, family. Catch that. It will transmute from spiritual to physical energy. I need you to hear what I'm saying today. Can you feel it? Can you sense it? There are so many people who used to walk around, watch this, with no money in their pockets, little money in their bank accounts, whose testimonies were that long before the ones and zeros showed up, they felt wealth. They felt wealth. They felt success. Hear what I'm saying today. They could see it in dreams. They could see it in visions. As they were walking around in their personal lives, they weren't acting like folk who didn't have nothing. They acted like people who had everything. Did you hear what I'm saying today? And some people may not understand it. They may not understand it. And never got it again. Assume you are that which you wish to be. Walk as though you were it. And as you remain faithful to your assumption, it will harden into fact. I love the illustration of Yeshua healing the 10 lepers. One came back and said, thank you. But he told, as he prayed for them, he said, as you go, you're going to be healed. And as they continue to walk, they experience their healing. And I'm saying to people right now, continue to walk in this message. Continue to walk in the faith that you possess. Continue to walk in the new identity that you are. Remain faithful, even when people act like there's something wrong with you. Well, why are you acting like that? Why are you talking about investment? Why are you talking about a bigger house? Why are you talking about a bigger building for your ministry, a bigger building for your business? Why are you talking about, going back to school? Why are you talking about doing this and that? You're too old for that, or you don't have the resources, you don't have the money. Just discard all that and act like you're already it. Why you got 5 bank accounts and you can barely keep one in check? No. I'm preparing. I am already that which I desire to be, and I'm preparing for the day that which I already am inwardly will see its counterpart naturally, outwardly. Hear what I'm saying today. You don't wait. Watch this. You don't wait to become prosperous, see prosperity in a tangible sense before you become it. You are already it right now. You don't wait to become the healed. You are already the healed right now. You don't wait to become what they call the delivered. You're already the delivered right now. You don't wait to become the favored. You are already the favored right now. You don't wait to become love. You love yourself right now. You embody love right now. You believe in the spirit and the heart and the power of love right now. Hey, my goodness. Let me stop here. Let me stop. I'll get to Ephesians 1:11 next week. It's powerful, but I'm going to show you that. But I had to say this today. I had to release this today. Your pivot takes place when you finally get to a place where you are Abraham, the name change. When you finally align, watch this, with the change in your state of consciousness, the change in your state of being. When you finally align and embody with the divine you that already has it. Be faithful to that. I want our resident therapist to be faithful to his psychological and ministerial call at the highest levels possible. Hear what I'm saying today. The reason why the greats perform great, most of the iconic players, you hear them talking about past and present, practice just as hard as they played in a game. And they said, if I practice like I want to play in a game, then it's like muscle memory. It's easy because I'm going hard in the game, in practice. It's easy for me to just continue that because that's what I'm used to doing. And I'm saying to you right now, even if it feels like practice, go hard in your faith with it. Go all out in your repetitions. Go all out in who you see you are. Go all out in representing that you believe is now, that you exists now, that you can joy and love and peace and prosperity and leaving legacy and world renowned, whatever it is, that identity should be practiced now. Because one day you'll sit in the presence of great people. Hey, one day you'll see the doorway open in this physical dimension to a meeting, to an interview. Catch what I'm saying today, to an opportunity. And you won't flinch. You won't bat an eye because you are already that before they called you. And you continue to be that even after they call you. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it strong, family. Let me pray. Almighty, I just thank you. I thank you so much for these wonderful, precious people. Thank you that they are already that which they desire to be. And I continue to declare and decree that what they want wants them even more. They are empowered, they are strengthened, they are elevated, they are enlightened. There is nothing good that is withheld from them. And I pray that in this moment that it is revealed, truly revealed, that unconditional love from the Creator is what makes them eligible for all things. I pray that they love themselves enough to know that they are worthy of the best and nothing less. Thank you, Spirit of the living God. By Yeshua's name, his power, his consciousness, it is so. And so it is. Oh, I sense this. I sense it, I sense it, I sense it, I sense it. I sense it, I sense it, I sense this. Sense it, I sense it, I sense it. I want you to type in the comment section. Again, yes, what I want wants me more. When you believe that, family, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. There will be no more resistance to the thing you want. It will just manifest itself to you naturally. Hear me. I got to remind you one more time, and this time I want you to type it in caps because we're placing an emphasis on it. Ready? I want you to type again in capital letters. Circumstances do not matter. Circumstances don't matter. Type that in the comment section in all capital letters. Circumstances don't matter. Why? Because with God, the God in you, the God that's a part of you, the God that's one with you, all things are possible. Circumstances don't matter. You don't know what I'm involved in. You don't know just what I'm dealing with. You don't know what's on the line for me. I don't need to know. I know that with the God that's a part of you, that's in you, operating at times as you, circumstances don't matter. With God, the creator, the source, all things are possible. It don't matter. They don't matter. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You're penalizing your own self. But circumstances don't matter. Oh, if I hadn't done this and if I hadn't done that, I could be eligible for this, or God would let that happen for me. All foolishness. Circumstances don't matter. The doctor gave you a diagnosis. We respect that. But if you honestly believe in your heart and know the circumstances don't matter, then you can outlive it, the diagnosis. You can see the manifestation of healing within yourself. Oh, not just from within a religious community, but the scientific community and testing studies, the placebo effect, so forth and so on. All these things that have been done where people have healed themselves, even of blindness, just by believing, just by using praise and gratitude and seeing themselves as ones who had sight. I don't have time to get into it because circumstances, family, don't matter. I don't care how late you are on your rent. I don't care how it appears that you are always struggling, circumstances don't matter. The same creator, source, and sustainer who has supplied your need and desires is the same one that's working in you, with you, and through you. The details are the business of the creator. We take on the action of the inspired action. And when it is time for us to act based on what the creator leads us to do, we will do it and see optimal results. Because circumstances don't matter. Who am I talking to today? I gotta go. The giving opportunities are at the bottom of the screen. $ AG Green. Also $ AG Green Enterprises. If you want to give there. There's Zelle and even Chime. I gotta release you. Tell me what you thought about the presentation today. That I'm gonna release you. I speak this as one who has their own set of circumstances to deal with. But I still believe, family, they don't matter. Do you believe that? I need you to start speaking that to yourself every single day. Some of you need to speak it until it is assimilated into your psychological being, your psychological construct, that circumstances don't matter. You'll find yourself at the doorstep sometimes of what appears to be situations and circumstances that are out of hand, that appear to be irrevocable and irreversible. But you got to say circumstances don't matter. I know I have a friend, he's deceased now, who was facing life in prison and ended up getting out of prison because circumstances don't matter. I can give you testimony after testimony after testimony after testimony of people who've been written off, of people who had nothing, who continue to persist in their faith because circumstances don't matter. They don't matter. This is not woo-woo, pie in the sky, unproven stuff I'm speaking. This is not stuff just from ancient texts. This is stuff that is proven to work. You are manifesting your reality right now. And when you hardwire this into the very fabric of your being, that circumstances don't matter, you'll sound delulu at first. But people, as they keep watching you, they keep seeing you in circumstances and situations and wondering how you're escaping, how you're getting out, because you realize the greater one lives in you. You realize you have power and authority over any set of circumstances to dissolve it at any time, to reframe it, to reshape it, to fit your faith in the moment, to fit your desire in the moment. Hear what I'm saying today. And I'm talking to some people right now who've been at the edge, who've been on the line. Some of you crossed the line. Looked like you weren't coming back. Some folks had given up on you, but you're still here. You know why? Because when you needed that thing, when you were in that hole, when you were in that pit, come on now, when you were in that struggle, your faith, even if it was temporarily, said to you, this don't matter. This can't stop me. This won't hinder me. This won't limit me. I'm coming out. I've overcome this. I'm bigger than this. I'm better than this. I know I'm not by myself. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Circumstances don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Ask the junior senator who lived in the Chicago area, who expressed to close family before he became president that he wanted to be president just as a community organizer, and then eventually a junior senator, a junior senator out of Chicago, Barack Obama. Ask him if circumstances don't matter, because they don't. It doesn't make a difference your gender. It doesn't make a difference the color of your skin. It doesn't make a difference in terms of your economic status. It doesn't make a difference what's in your bank account. It doesn't make a difference what's on your record. When you know that you know that you know, when you are convinced in faith of an identity that is above and beyond, identity that has achieved, an identity that has received, an identity that's walking in greater dimensions, family, the circumstances don't matter. They don't matter, family, whether you have two parents in the home, one parent in the home, no parent in the home. They don't matter. Hear what I'm saying today. God doesn't just walk with you. God walks in you. God walks as a part of you. God walks as you. Circumstances don't matter. And this same word I prophesy now, within 10 days, many of you are going to see situations dissolve in your favor. You're going to see stuff start turning around and leaning toward you because you're going to adopt and accept this state, this word, this spiritual food, this vibration, this energy, this anointing, this presence that is growing the seeds of this word into a harvest of such powerful, strong, creative, unrelenting, indefatigable faith until you're going to see things change quickly within 10 days. Somebody watching me right now is going to have a testimony. Circumstances don't. Almighty, I thank you for new vehicles. I thank you for repaired vehicles because circumstances don't matter. I thank you for extra income because circumstances don't matter. I thank you for healing and wholeness in the mind, in the will, in the emotions, and in the physical body because circumstances don't matter. I thank you for the great escape from dangerous, ominous situations that people are in right now. The barricades were put up. The walls were closing in, and it looked like there was no escape, but circumstances don't matter. And they are like the psalmist said, I have escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowler. Circumstances don't matter. Provision is there. Extra is there because circumstances don't matter. The repairing of relationships is there because circumstances don't matter. The desires of the heart are manifesting in great accuracy, great precision, because circumstances don't matter. And I thank you. 10 days. I declare and decree in somebody's life watching me right now that whatever it is that appears to be insurmountable, whatever it is that appears to be a Goliath-like situation, is falling. And it won't just fall. The head, the control center, that which is driving and has resistance in your heart and your mind will be cut off, never to return itself. And I thank you. And I praise you. And I bless you that it is so. And so it is. $ AG Green. You can use Anthony G. Green and Hotmail to give by Zelle. I thank y'all so much for being who and what you are to me. Your love and your support is much appreciated. And thank you for the feedback on the presentation today. I leave you with the shalom blessing. Shalom, shalom. Peace, wholeness, and prosperity. Nothing missing and nothing broken. It is so, and so it is. Enjoy your day. It's a great one. Thank you for being a part of this journey of awakening and transformation. Support the light through Revolution Inc. by liking, sharing, and giving. Cash App $ AG Green and $ AG Green Enterprises. You can also give by Zelle. Anthony G. Green at hotmail.com is what you use. And Chime $Anthony/Green/336. If you haven't joined as a member of Patreon, now is a good time. We're a spiritual community that's evolving, transforming, and ascending. If you like what you have seen and heard, connect with us. It's time to vibe with your tribe. Also take time to visit theaggreen.com for the latest developments and just explore divinespeciesshop.com for spiritual tools to elevate your life. Your love and support helps keep this mission alive.